Hello everybody and welcome back to the Daily Transmission. Today we are going to show you how to swap the door hinges round on a 12-volt compressor fridge. The only tool you will need today is a T20 Torx driver or Torx bit. Your fastenings might be different, but in this case we have screws with a Torx head. First thing to do then is to familiarise yourself with the parts on the top of the fridge. The large silver plastic piece you see is the cover or the trim. In some models, this whole piece of trim will actually protrude outside of the interior as well as the door. So this piece is going to be the presentation piece or the bit that you're going to see. On some other camper vans, this is actually tucked right round, so the wood interior comes down and you don't see much of it at all. Depends how you fitted it in your vehicle. It's the first bit we're going to remove. This piece in particular has 4 screws, and once that's removed we'll show you the hinges underneath. Keep the screws safe and put that piece to one side. Now we've got that removed, you can see this mechanism here, which is the vent. Now that piece isn't actually a vent. What it does is enables your fridge to lock, oops, do that once more. Enables your fridge door to stay closed, but allowing some air to come in and out. So it lets the fridge breathe when it's in storage or you're not using the van for a longer period of time. Anybody who's had a fridge in a camper van before will know that if you keep them closed for a long period of time, the moment you open the door, you might find some sort of new microclimate in there, or it's just disgusting. So that is a good feature on these particular model of fridges. What you can see also is this piece here, which is a guide, or it's just a piece that will hold the trim, the silver trim up that we showed you before. That is to hold the trim up on this side. It doesn't really serve any other purpose but support really. And if I bring it over to this side, this stainless steel piece is actually the hinge for the fridge. So the first thing we're going to do is remove, which one are we going to remove first? We'll remove this piece and those two screws as well. So when we move the hinge over from this side to the other, we'll have the 3 holes to do that. And you can see all of these holes are actually elongated, so those hinge pieces and the brackets underneath, they've all got a slight bit of adjustment as well. Let's do that. Then remove the hinge and put that to one side with the screws. Now those 2 top sections are off, you can open the door of the fridge and actually lift the fridge door away from the bottom hinge. Keep that safe to one side, and then we're going to put the fridge now onto its back so we can access the bottom hinges. Much like we saw on the top of the fridge, we have 3 holes filled in with screws on one side and a hinge on the other. And all we need to do is remove this hinge and put it onto this side. What you've got to take note of is where these screws are positioned in those elongated holes, and then for first fitting and first adjustment we want this bracket in the same place once it's, we've screwed them down fully home. So I'm going to remove those screws first, and once this bracket is removed I'm just going to put it straight over there, and then we can put the door back on. You'll notice on the door it has hinge points both sides on the top and bottom. So we're going to pop the door on the new hinge side and then close it. And the magnet strips will actually hold it in place to a point. And then all we're going to need to do is pop our hinge for the top on the new side and screw it down. The hinge is on and fixed. I've not tightened up all the way home because I just wanted to check the adjustment of the door, that it all works and all the lines match up, and the gap this end is equal to this end as well. So there's a good bit of adjustment in there. So I'm now happy with it. I can put all those screws all the way home and tight. I'm going to put the bracket on the other side and the cover, and then we'll call that done. And there we have it. One tool, 5 minutes work, and we've now got our door opening the correct way for the interior we plan on installing it in. Thanks very much. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching this episode of The Daily Transmission. Please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future episodes. If you'd like to check out the playlist for this series or any other, please head down to the description where you will find a link. If you'd like to support Combe Valley Campers, head over to our website at www.combevalleycampers.co.uk, where you will find links to our web store and our Patreon page. Please follow us in between episodes at our Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. Thanks very much. Bye bye.